Up until today, Josh's knowledge on whiskey was limited to a Selena Gomez song, which he also got the lyrics wrong in. So I've brought some whiskeys from my personal collection, and we're going to educate Josh on bourbon.
You'll be educating me too, because I don't even know the Selena Gomez song.
I'm Craig.
I'm Mike.
I'm Josh.
We're DTF.
Dudes trying foods.
Welcome back. Another video.
Noter.
We've talked about doing a whiskey video for like the entirety. Is that a word?
Yeah, entirety.
Okay. Of this channel, show, whatever. But we always said it would probably have to be a sleepover if we did it.
Yeah.
Or you're going to see me on the news shirtless at Taco Bell starting fights.
So for that reason, I'm not going to drink any of these. I've already had. All these are variations of all these. But I'm going to let you guys try them and see if you can tell the difference between a cheaper whiskey and a more expensive whiskey.
So it goes up, right?
Yes. So these are all sort of hard to get to some degree. Like Buffalo Trace it's a little bit easier to get in Ohio now. It runs about like $25 to $30 a bottle. Mm-hmm. This is a Town Branch Rye. This is an exclusive one, so it's a little bit more expensive, but I think the normal Town Branch Rye is about like $45 to $50, and this exclusive was $60.
It's rye, so if you're gluten free, you can drink it.
Rye is still gluten, isn't it?
You can eat rye bread.
If
it's not, tear them apart in the comments.
Yes.
Did not know.
And sourdough.
Okay. So this is a Town Branch Rye. Like it's I think this bottle was like $60, but it's normally like $50 for a Town Branch Rye. This was just an exclusive.
So you overpaid.
No, it's an exclusive. It is. They're all good in their own regard. This is Nulu. I waited to get this one for a very long time. It was not in Ohio for the longest amount of time.
Like Yingling.
Yeah. Except for Yingling is cheap, and this was an $80 bottle. And this is Blanton Gold. Blanton's is very hard to get.
That looks like the holy hand grenade from Monty Python.
I was watching the Monty Python in my mythology class. Thou shalt smite it. But this one is a $130 bottle.
It better be $130 proof.
So I thought that I would go. I'm going to mix up the order of these.
I thought he was going to make a mixer.
Yeah. No, oh God, no.
Make an unalive yourself out of
No, we are not doing this. But I'm going to mix up the order and see if you guys can tell the difference between like $130 and a $25 one.
All right.
And everything in between.
Cool.
There's one of these that tastes like way different than the other ones as well. So we'll see.
So this is on a scale from domestic violence to country club.
Yes.
More or less. Yes. But this is like fancy, like domestic.
Fancy.
Because it's not like what Old Crow.
Yeah,
or
you're like an attorney and you slapped your wife.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, you're not.
Video's already flagged. But yeah, I'll take these behind the scenes. We got Josh's new whiskey glasses. I'll pour you guys a little sip of each.
And they are going to be neat.
Neat. Not
whiskey neat.
Not whiskey neat.
Not whiskey neat.
Yeah. All right. Dude, I do not want to drop. This is $200 and some worth of whiskey.
Okay. I had a dream. We were drinking whiskey neat.
Put that in the secret order.
We were licking whiskey knees.
You got palate cleanser?
Now we are flagged if I leave this in.
This has become my favorite beer.
Dude, I forgot all about how much I love summer shandy.
Oh yeah.
Been drinking it again.
I found out today. You know what banquet means in French?
What?
Bountiful lady.
Ooh.
I am going to.
I feel like I should be wearing a tie for this one.
Yeah. I feel like I should have wore like a tuxedo t-shirt.
Mm-hmm. A bowler hat.
Yeah.
Almost poured it in the dirtiest.
Fedora.
Like one of these glasses over here was dirty as hell.
Whiskey number one.
Whiskey.
So I will say that some of these, the things that you're looking for before you just like chug through it.
Do I have to shoot this whole thing?
Yes.
Shoot it or kind of just like sip it?
You can sip it if you want, but that's like half a shot.
Well, I'm going to like sip
what-
just enough
Oh,
to taste it.
So
then I'll shoot
Normally
the
a
rest.
half a shot does to me.
So the things that you're aiming for from this is it's gonna it's gonna hit like your tongue and give you like a mouth feel for it, but you also want to get like the notes afterwards. And just generally, if you like, really, you're just trying to say I like these, or not, or this tastes cheaper than the other one.
I told you I did a fancy whiskey tasting in Las Vegas, but they were like, "This one's like 12 years old. This one's like
11 and a half.
Well, all bourbons have to be aged at least like 6 or 7 years. So,
yeah,
They play the long game.
yeah."
all right. So
This will warm us up on this snowy evening.
Toast. There should be a toast. What should we say?
shalom,
Shalom.
Schlong?
shalom.
I like the aftertaste of that.
Yeah, the aftertaste isn't bad.
I'm gonna give you less on the next pour.
Probably.
Yeah, it is better than Jack Daniels.
Well, anything is better than Jack Daniels. Actually, pool water compared to these whiskeys.
It's definitely whiskey, but it was like smooth.
So, do you have an initial guess for this one? 25, 50, 80, or 130?
Burning my gut
Or
already.
25, 60, I guess. But we can go 25.
I'm going to say you wouldn't have started with the most expensive or the cheapest. So I'm going to say this is the 50.
That's 51, dude.
What was the one above 50?
80.
I'm going to go 80.
All right.
Final answer.
All right.
It's better than Jack Daniels. I will say that.
Anything's better. Again.
I want to try that new Crown Blackberry stuff.
Yeah.
People were literally like lining up outside of stores to get it.
All right, give you guys a little bit less of this one. Just because it's.
That means
I don't want to get you guys
expensive ones.
drunk.
That means it's one of the expensive ones.
Well, this is going to be the standard pour for the other three, so it's good. But this is how much you're going to get of all of them.
Now, ooh, that smells like.
Woo!
That smells like it's going to remove your fingernail polish.
The horniest goat gets milk last.
Schlong?
No.
Again? Oh.
You missed my.
Um,
The horniest goat gets milk last.
Tough titty, said the kitty, but the milk's still good.
Wow.
That smells like vanilla-y and oaky and smoky.
The initial taste I really liked. The aftertaste,
Whoa!
it hit like rubbing alcohol, and then it smoothed back out. So it's good, rubbing alcohol, and smooth.
I don't like this one as much.
I like this one a
I
lot.
think that this one has like a clear, maybe a clear note of vanilla at the end of it.
Rubbing alcohol.
Smell the vanilla.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, don't breathe in deep when you gotta. Wow.
That's strong.
I hope that's the cheap one.
I have a
What's
feeling,
your guess? Is the cheap one?
Yeah,
I have a feeling that's the expensive one because it's pretty smooth. I think.
Ooh, God, I hope the expensive one tastes better than that one. I didn't like that one. I like the first one much better than that one.
I feel it right here.
So, what's your guess for that one?
The cheap one.
$25
I have
one?
to go with that.
I'm saying that's the big one.
You think that's the 131?
The holy hand.
So,
The size-
Jesus Christ, you guys are.
The sides of my tongue are burning.
And the first one didn't burn you?
No.
This one didn't.
They're
the first
similar.
one burnt
I mean,
me.
all these are similar proofs. Like, there's one strong one out of the bunch.
I would sip this one.
I like the first one
Me?
way better than that.
I would sip this with my whiskey knee. I would actually sip that.
Now, I remember I used to get Bullet. Where's that on the scale?
Bullet is cheaper than the cheapest one that we
Well,
have.
bullshit. Well,
Well-
regular Bullet is terrible, but Bullet Rye.
I like Bullet Rye better, but it's still
Yeah.
cheaper than the cheapest
well,
one we have
whatever.
on.
I liked that one for a while.
I like Bullet, don't get me wrong, but it's like, I think the cheapest one that we have would be considered better than it.
What I love about whiskey is the names.
Yeah.
Like Old Granddad, Old Crow,
Old Granddad, the one that's $6.99.
Yeah.
Winkle.
Granny's Pecker. You know, they get creative with the names.
Interested what you guys will think about this one.
That means it's the expensive one.
Might be.
Oh, that one has like a
Ooh, there's
Apricot.
Butter. I was gonna say butterscotch.
I was gonna say like almost a chocolatey, but when you said apricot, like some sort of
I
fruit.
smell-
I get apricot from this one.
I'm
So
getting like a chocolate covered cherry.
Yeah, I get.
They're so different. I get butterscotch.
All right, try it then. I think butterscotch is not too far off.
That one's definitely different.
I did not like that.
I still think I like the first one the best.
Really?
Yeah.
That one tastes like burnt dirt. It smelled delicious.
There's one of these that I will say,
Dude, I think
I've been
that-
disappointed by.
I've accidentally tasted.
I
like,
think that one
battery
tastes
acid.
like cigarettes.
Cigarettes.
No, if cigarettes tasted like that, I wouldn't smoke.
Ugh. Ooh.
Yeah, that tastes like you burnt a pile of dirt.
I
don't like
I
that.
think I like that one even less than the last one.
Yeah,
Really?
I'm really
Yeah.
disappointed because I really like the smell of that one.
So guess on the price of this one. You can redo your prices for the other ones. As
I'm
well.
still getting cherries.
I think it's a lot of like the sweet fruit, like
Yeah. You know what? Now I like the aftertaste.
Mhm.
That the taste of it is horrible, but the smell and the aftertaste I really enjoy.
Dude, I don't even know. Like, I'll say this is the 80. So I went 50, 25, 80.
You could change the first one if you want to.
No.
All right.
I'm gonna say this is that
I'm gonna
cheap.
say you're saving the best for last.
I'm gonna say this is that
All right.
cheap. The buffalo chips or whatever that one.
Well,
I wish we had some buffalo chips, dude.
Like buffalo turds?
No. Is it the potatoes?
yeah,
Yeah.
They're like potatoes with cheese and stuff.
Yeah, I know I've had it.
Okay. Ooh, I like the way this one smells.
There's something.
Caramel.
There's caramel, but
smells like Christmas time.
it's kind of like
yeah,
a.
it does have a holiday.
It finishes
vibe.
a little bit differently. I would say it has more of like the creme brulee because it's not as. It doesn't finish as sweet, and it has a little bit of like the burnt oak taste to it. But
It's one of those. The more I smell it, the more I like the smell.
Ooh, it's stingy.
That's right up the nose.
I like that one.
you like that one?
I like it better. Oh, I don't know if I like the aftertaste that much. Why is it snowing so?
The initial hit that it comes across like my nose. Of course, I'm probably not like drinking it right. But
Yeah.
that's.
Aren't you supposed to
smooth.
blow out the?
Alcohol.
Yeah.
I know. Hang on.
You kind of swallow without your nose, then you let your like.
I didn't do that right.
Here's the real. Here's the
Burn
real
my throat.
test. Nah. Not like Granddad's moonshine. Yeah,
Okay.
I like that. It's not.
Oh God.
I'm gonna
I think I
say-
like it.
I'm gonna say this is the $80, and the one I said was the $80. I'm gonna say that was the $60.
So yours would go from first to last. What are they?
The second most expensive.
So the first one you think is the $80 one, or the? I thought you said this.
I
one.
think this is the $80 one.
And what you so the first one you think is the?
$60 one.
Okay.
And then the cheap one, no. I forgot to order already.
I think you did say.
The second, the $50 or the $60 one, the Holy Hand Grenade, the $20 one, and I think this is the $80 one.
I'm changing.
All right.
I'm going with
I like that though.
because I liked it the best. I'm going with Holy Hand Grenade first,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going 50, 25, 80.
Okay. All right.
None of these tasted like domestic violence, so that's
I
what's
know,
throwing
they're-
me off.
Even the cheap one. We need some like, what's the cheapest like bourbon you can get? Like Jim Beam or something?
Granny's Pecker.
Granny's Pecker.
I made that up. Old Crow, maybe.
Old Crow's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I'm bringing that in the order of expensive, not in the order you got it.
Okay.
And then I'll
about-
reveal from reverse order.
What about George Dickel?
Mm-hmm.
I watched somebody drink a whole gallon of George Dickel one night. You know who you are. All right.
I'm sure
Actually,
I'm
you
wrong
probably
on
don't.
all of it.
All right, we'll go from the one that you just drank backwards.
Okay.
Because I think it's going to... There's a couple of them that you guys interesting results. So you guys both guessed that the last one was the $80 one.
Well, if I'm hitting like my sports bets have been lately, I'm totally wrong.
So last one you guys both guessed for the 80. This was the only one that you guessed the same on, correct?
Yeah.
You guys are actually right. That was
Wow. The
that was
last
the
one
one
was
where
80.
both of you guys were right with it. So the last one was Nulu. This to me is probably my least favorite out of the bunch.
Really?
That was
Yeah.
my second favorite.
Was your second favorite?
Yeah.
I think that was my favorite.
I like it. I think that I just waited for it for so long and it just kind of disappointed.
Like sex.
Shouldn't have gave this man whiskey.
I can't drink this shit.
The third one was the $50, $60 bottle.
Yeah.
Did he guess that right? I don't remember what
I said that was I said that was the buffalo chips.
Yeah.
I was close though.
This one I really like. I like it's the only rye out of the bunch. That's why you get that sweetness from it.
That's the one I thought smelled really good.
I like this
The
one a lot.
aftertaste is
I don't
good.
remember if I got that right or not.
You did not. You said it was the.
So I've got the middle two mixed up.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Sure.
I got okay.
The second one. This was the one that Josh absolutely hated. Guess was the cheapest one, and you guessed that it was the $50 bottle.
No, the cheap one.
The cheap one. So you guys both guessed this was the cheap one.
Yeah.
This was the most expensive one.
So
Really?
that means my favorite that I thought was
Was
the
the
most
$25
expensive
bottle.
was the cheapest. I love that. Yeah.
I'm a
that
big.
was Jack Daniels. That was the first one?
Yeah.
I thought it was Jack Daniels at first.
That wasn't even an option.
I know, but seriously, when I smelled it, I'm like,
That
this
was like the
smells Jack Daniels.
smoothest and the least like harsh to me.
I will say I tried this one for the first time tonight. It is
line them up
excellent.
and-
I
line
love
them
the
up and-
vanilla aftertaste. But Buffalo Trace, I have been like I kind of thought that you guys would like Buffalo Trace. Buffalo Trace is, I think, the most bang for the buck. People think I'm crazy when I say that it's a $25 bottle that can compete with any
I
whiskey.
literally watched a whiskey YouTube video like a few weeks back, and
is
they
better than
said
Jack
the best for your
way
the
better,
best
yeah.
for your dollar was this.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
And there's also like different types or whatever.
Yeah, I've had a few of the different ones and stuff like that, but if you find this out, like, for $25 a bottle, it cannot be beat for the
To
price.
me, it tasted the
Yeah.
most expensive, but it was the best.
My liquor cabinet's all beer or wine.
That's like true to us, though.
My
that
temple-
we would like the cheapest.
Yeah,
I- Like, I was talking to my
I
wife.
like this one the most, though.
Yeah, this one's this one's one
That's
of my
good.
favorites.
How much was that?
It was like $50 or $60.
I honestly
bet
would
if you
get
tried
them all.
this again, you'd like it more.
It just reminded me. I mean, I don't like Jack Daniels, and even though it was better than Jack Daniels,
It was smooth.
It was smooth. It was like a smooth Jack Daniels. The smell of it, and I hate the smell of Jack Daniels. The smell of it reminded me of Jack Daniels.
Yeah, and I mean it's just less complex than the other ones, so that's where you get that. But
Yeah.
I think that if you want to make drinks with it, you don't feel guilty because it's cheap. But if you just want to sip on it, it's like it's good and smooth to just sip on.
I
it.
don't
I'd get it
ever
for like a
sip
Jack
on-
and Coke.
I don't ever sip on like bourbon or whiskey or whatever. I'm always putting it in something.
Well, I usually sip it neat, or I do like Manhattans or old fashioned. So I mostly get the taste of the bourbon.
Now, what's a Manhattan?
It's
My temples are numb.
Dude,
it's whiskey,
feel the
vermouth,
pressure.
sweet vermouth, and bitters.
I just thought of a really bad vermouth joke.
All I know is I've been drinking whiskey knee, and we're ready. And I feel like I know more about whiskey.
I'm just
now.
going to
Yeah,
chug.
no, I am happy that you like the Buffalo Trace the best because I'm a big fan of Buffalo Trace.
I want to chug the holy.
Oh God, please don't.
Woo!
Woo!
Dude, I feel like I feel bad that you wasted your money.
I like it. I love it. I thought it was excellent. So I'm not mad.
Which one was that? Did I
Just
like
because it's
it?
got like a
Yeah, you liked it. It was the second one.
Saint Bernard on
Oh,
it.
okay, yeah, that's good. But I'm not spending that much money on it. If I was going to buy a bottle of bourbon for $50-$60, I would get that. I would honestly get that.
Yeah, it's really good.
that's
and
good.
it's unique too. It's like a little bit. I think that this is the most different out of all of them.
This was
Which one was this now?
This is the $50, $60 bottle.
What order was this one?
This was the third one. You did not like this one.
you didn't like that.
Yeah, you
I
like.
said it was too stingy.
I'm surprised you like this one that much because this is actually the strongest one of the bunch.
I didn't hate that one, but I got a lot of alcohol through
So
the
I like
nose.
this one too. Like these.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like alcohol taste too much. This one had a really nice smell and aftertaste, but the taste of it, but the aftertaste.
Where do I get
is
this?
amazing.
At the wine rack.
Wine rack, it pops up every once in a while in New Lex for people looking locally. It hangs on the shelves in Crooksville a lot because that's kind of your best bet is to like get that. And if you
can get some good liquor.
If you like Buffalo Trace and you want one that's comparable in price and quality, I don't like it quite as much, but Weller Special Reserve is pretty close to this. It's the green bottle Weller is pretty close, and you can usually find either Buffalo Trace or Weller Special Reserve, and they're very similar.
Where's Maker's Mark on this scale?
Maker's Mark it's just produced in higher batches. If you're going to do Maker's Mark, you want the Maker's Mark 100 proof is probably the best one, and it's a $40 bottle.
So you can get this in Crooksville?
I've picked up a couple bottles of it in Crooksville before. When they get it, it hangs on the shelves, and there's at least one shipment of Buffalo Trace into southeastern Ohio per month. So
I mean, I don't go to Crooksville very often, but I literally only go for liquor and ammunition.
So call up the liquor store and ask for some Buffalo Trace.
And then I'll stop at the gun store.
I might have to get a bottle of that now.
Yeah.
Just because.
Successful experiment. That was fun.
It was
that
fun.
was better than what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I literally thought I would hate all of these. Because I've never had like whiskey that
drinking
I'm
whiskey
like, I'll drink that again.
Yeah. No.
I would drink this again, and I would get this for some mixers. And when I'm rich...
Yeah, I'm glad that I could share my collection with you guys, and I've been waiting for a special occasion, and what better to share with your friends. So,
yeah. We love you guys too. I didn't say it at the beginning, but we're glad you're here. Thanks for staying for the whole video. Like, subscribe, hit the likey button. That helps a lot on YouTube. If we said things wrong, tell us in the comments, because even when you tell us what we're dumb, it still helps our video get seen more.
I like it. I like it when people tell us
when we made that Wagyu, we still get comments about how stupid we are and didn't cook it right. Yeah. But it's our most viewed video on YouTube.
Yeah.
So
I like when we made the steak.
Tricks on you.
Yeah. I'm drunk as shit.